is, of course, the communication that goes on amongst these billions of cells we have inside us. So tell us about that amazing communication that happens between so many different types of cells, molecules. It's mind-blowing.
So everyone learned that neurons talk to each other in circuits. They send neurotransmitters and signals. So we all learned that pretty much in high school. And it's well established in the culture, but it's not well known, even among many scientists, that all cells talk to each other in the same way and in many other ways, in very complicated ways. I mean, neurons don't just do neurotransmitters, they send immune signals off the side of their axon. They use electrical fields. They send sacs, little sacs of information to the myelin cell making cells and other cells like astrocytes. But so we know about neurons, but we never knew that capillary cells, which are very intelligent, skin cells, gut cells, immune cells, are all talking constantly to each other, and microbes are included in that conversation. We learned 30 years ago that microbes send signals to each other. It was called quorum sensing. In other words, the group make a decision together. They say, we're all here with a signal, and they say, should we attack? Shouldn't we attack? And they do a lot of other signals, and they communicate. They send resistance genes. They send all kinds of information back and forth to their comrades, and they help other communities, and they don't. But we never realized until recently how influential these signals from microbes are. And now every day you learn about some new way that a gut microbe is influencing obesity or influencing the brain, influencing diabetes, et cetera, et cetera. But the reason why microbes can be so influential was not totally clear or obvious, but it's very simple. It means they speak the same language as our cells, which is a language. We're just learning about this. The science is getting so good that you can see molecules. So most of what we've learned are secreted molecules, but cells actually love to communicate in a variety of ways. They make little nanotubes between each other. Cancers love nanotubes. They take a bunch of very significant molecules like DNA or RNAs or proteins, even a mitochondria that they've altered, and they put it in a sac and they send that off. And cells love to do that. They also communicate through electricity, through gradients, telling where to stop when making a limb through an electrical or chemical gradient. We're just learning about the electrical and the photon communication that's going on. Also, light, changes, hits a molecule, changes one particular bond, which alters the shape of a molecule, and everything happens through the chemistry of shapes, and the shape then bangs into another, influences another one, and then a cascade starts that's then amplified. And that's how one photon in the middle of the night in the darkness, we can distinguish, human beings can distinguish 6 photons in the dark. And that's because the 6 photons hit 6 rods, and then it's amplified thousands of times through these cascades of molecules, of signaling molecules. So one of the biggest things we've learned is the neuroimmune communication. And these are circuits that include many cells, not just T cells and